What's up? Welcome to my latest lore video for Transformers Extermination. We're gonna jump right into it. The Thunderfoot is a Cybertronian megafauna that occupies the plains of Cybertron. Like all life on Cybertron, the Thunderfoot is able to convert into other forms by observation or extended contact. The Thunderfoot is typically a defensive fauna, but it has the full capacity to become a fully offensive one if it desires. But generally speaking, they're more defensive. Possessing a naturally thick and durable hide, dorsal blades that act as avian deterrents, and very powerful legs that can typically kill in one blow when used with enough force. The Thunderfoot usually doesn't have to hunt for Energon. It is often sought after because it doesn't have an aggressive temperament. But it is also not easy to kill, but not overpowered easily either. This is why Optimus likes this form. This is what gravitated him towards this form. It is a creature of perfectly balanced nature. Okay, it is also not so big that it will require a Titan to beat it. It's also not so small that it's a negligible meal, and no one would in their right mind would pass up the opportunity to consume a Thunderfoot. So the way that the Thunderfoot actually consumes most of its energon is that it will kill things that try to kill it first and consume their energon. It waits for things to come to itself. It doesn't have to do a lot of hunting. The primary adversaries of the Thunderfoot are the Ceremoths, the Arioxes, and the Razor Walkers. The Thunderfoot species has a symbiotic relationship with the Trinotric species. If you don't know what that is what Ratchet turns into. If two of them happen to be in each other's territory, they will hunt together or work together to fend off apex predators. Occasionally, they will coordinate an attack on a much larger creature and split the energon between themselves. Now, the Thunderfoot is very particular about the alt modes that it chooses to assimilate, usually opting for something that is terrain based. That means it walks on land. This is his home turf, this is where it's the most comfortable, so it makes the most sense. Now, it can adopt aerial modes if the situation is dire enough, but that is not its preference. Now, as I said before, the Thunderfoot is the alt mode of choice for the Hunter leader. If you don't know who that is the current title that Optimus holds. The legendary leader of the Dons, a titanic group of ancient Cybertronian hunters. These are living legends. They have been around since the first era of Cybertron. Their lifespans are unknown. They are still alive. The Dons will not even entertain the idea of a new leader until the candidate has subdued and assumed the form of a Thunderfoot. It's seen as a symbol of balance and is one of the oldest species on the planet. It also is the species with the most variants on the planet of Cybertron. One of its variants is called the Trampler. If you don't know what a Trampler is, that's what Demolisher turns into. The Trampler has a similar bipedal structure with a sail on its back and a thagomizer ends on the tail as opposed to the rows of dorsal blades that the Thunderfoot has. The Trampler also has 2 giant tusks instead of 4. They are larger and more curved. If you want to hear more about the Trampler and the Dons, I will be covering that in a separate video. Thank you for watching. Till next time, peace.